Archangel Michael says. The sky turned silent the moment it happened. The angels wept as your name was whispered through the halls of heaven. Heaven witnessed everything, every word they said, every cruel step they took. They didn't think anyone saw it. They didn't think justice would ever knock. But a sacred truth has already begun its journey toward you. And this time, it cannot be stopped. Type 333 if you receive this blessing now. The betrayal didn't start with just one moment. It was built slowly, brick by brick, behind your back. While you were sleeping peacefully, someone you trusted was planning something that would break your heart. They smiled in your face and lied with such ease. They borrowed your strength, your light, and used it as a mask. And all the while, heaven was watching the entire act unfold. No mask can hide from divine eyes. Type 444 to unlock protection over your life. You thought it was just a coincidence. A sudden silence. A change in tone. A distancing. But in the shadows of that silence, conversations were taking place without your knowledge. Names were mentioned. Your name. And not in love or admiration, but in jealousy and deceit. It pierced heaven's heart to see you so unaware, so exposed. You were left alone while they plotted. Type 555 for healing over every hidden wound. There was one night, yes, that one, that something in your spirit felt off. A message unsent. A call unanswered. A gut feeling that never went away. It wasn't your imagination. That was divine warning. You just didn't know it yet. Archangel Michael tried to reach you. A sign was placed. A delay was arranged. A dream was whispered. But the noise of the world drowned it out. Still, the angels never left your side. Type 666 to declare divine justice is near. You carried love so deeply that you forgot to protect your heart. You gave without question, forgave without hesitation. And they took every piece you gave, then walked away with cold indifference. But here's what they don't know. Heaven documented every tear that left your eyes. Every sleepless night, every quiet cry, every moment of confusion. Your cries became a language that only angels could translate. Type 777 to speak your heart's truth into the spiritual realm. There's someone who shattered your heart, but that wasn't their first time doing it. This time, they just did it louder, harder, and more cruelly. And this time, heaven made sure their name was written in divine records. They thought they could get away with it. That you'd stay silent again. But no more. This time, the universe responds on your behalf. Type 888 if you believe your time for justice is now. They spoke behind your back with venom in their tongue. Spinning false stories and laughing about the pain they caused. But little did they know, their every word echoed in a place they couldn't see. There is one moment that broke you. A moment that haunts your memory. The words they used, the betrayal in their eyes. That moment has reached the gates of divine intervention. Judgment has begun its descent. Type 999 if you're ready for divine reversal. The message that was blocked will now be delivered. The truth that was buried is about to rise. The eyes that were blind will now see. They wanted others to see you as a villain. But now the mask falls from their face. What was hidden in darkness will scream in the light. The reversal is not just coming, it has already begun. Type 111 to activate a turnaround over your life. You were not crazy. You were not overreacting. You were being spiritually warned ahead of time. Heaven gave you clues. A friend you lost. A gut feeling that screamed no. A coincidence that wasn't one at all. All of it was guidance in disguise. Type 222 if you're now ready to see the full picture. The person who betrayed you tried to erase their tracks. They deleted messages, changed their stories, made you doubt yourself. But their lies only buried them deeper. You remained kind. You still hoped. Even when you were falling apart inside. But now, your heartbreak becomes your weapon of awakening. Type 000 to reclaim your power. There's something they took that will now be returned. It may not look the same, but the energy, the time, the peace, the opportunity, they all circle back. And this time, it comes with blessings tenfold. They pretended to be loyal. But their conversations were drenched in jealousy. They wore your love like a mask and laughed behind your back. Heaven heard it all. Type 1212 if you believe restoration is already moving toward you. Archangel Michael says, you cried where no one could see you. You carried pain that no one could help with. But child, heaven has always been listening. What you lost will be answered. Not always by replacement, but by revelation. Some of your deepest wounds will become your greatest protection. And some who hurt you will kneel at the sight of your comeback. Type 1010 to walk forward in grace and fire. You thought it was the end. You thought that moment would finish you. But it was only the beginning of divine rearrangement. Every delay was designed. Every pain had a pulse in heaven's timing. And every betrayal only uncovered who was never meant to stay. You've been chosen to rise with clarity now. Type 1313 for divine clarity to enter your path. Someone is silently watching you now. Not the one who hurt you, but the one who was meant to see the truth. They are connecting dots. They are beginning to understand. Soon, a message will arrive. Not just any message, but one that shifts the atmosphere. The silence will be broken. And the one who broke your heart will see what regret truly means. Type 1444 if you're ready for truth to roar. A storm is coming, but it's not meant to destroy you. It's meant to destroy every lie spoken over your name. It's meant to blow away the illusions they placed over your life. Let the storm come. Let it expose. Let it awaken what was once hidden. This is your clearing. Your divine cleansing. Type 1555 if you're ready to walk into the storm with power. The tears that fall tonight are not just grief, they are cleansing waters. Wounds can close, but truth never disappears. And heaven refuses to let this pass without justice. Someone tried to shatter your heart, but they only awakened your soul. You will not walk into the next chapter with the same broken pieces. The version of you that cried will never be the version who walks out. That version is gone. And the new you will rise. Type 1717 to step into your rebirth. The most heartbreaking part? They knew what they were doing. They calculated your pain for their gain. They called it a joke. They called it drama. But the heavens call it cruelty. And cruelty never escapes divine consequence. Type 1818 if you're done shrinking your truth. Before this week ends, something will be revealed to you. Something undeniable. Something real. And it will make everything finally make sense. The one who broke your heart will lose sleep thinking about what they lost. Because the silence is ending. And the roar of truth will be louder than their lies. You were never weak, you were chosen. Type 1919 to walk boldly into your truth. Your name was spoken in judgment. Now your name will be spoken in honor. A complete reversal. A heavenly shift. Keep your head up. Do not seek revenge, it's already being handled. Your only task now is to receive what has been blocked for too long. Heaven has seen enough. It's time. Type 2020 if you are ready to receive divine justice. They shattered your heart thinking it would never beat with the same rhythm again. They thought your spirit would stay cracked, leaking doubt forever. But they forgot who was watching. Your silence was your shield. Your tears were your seeds. And now, your harvest begins. The pain did not break you, it prepared you. Type 2121 to claim the breakthrough meant for you. There is someone waking up to the damage they caused. It's not guilt. It's divine awareness forced upon them. They can't escape the echo of what they did. The same words they used to hurt you now haunt them. The same laughter they shared at your expense now chokes them in silence. Heaven didn't just watch, it recorded. And now, replay is their punishment. Type 2323 to declare no weapon against you shall prosper. You might not get an apology. They may never admit the lies. But that doesn't mean you won't get closure. Sometimes closure isn't a conversation. It's a revelation. And heaven is writing that revelation into your timeline now. It will be loud, clear, and unignorable. Type 2424 to receive your divine closure. Someone who used to know everything about you now doesn't even know who you've become. That's what spiritual elevation does, it leaves the unworthy behind. Archangel Michael says, you weren't rejected, you were redirected. You weren't abandoned, you were protected. Your story isn't ending. It's about to explode into purpose. Type 2525 if you're ready to be reintroduced as healed and whole. This isn't the time to go back. Not to old versions of love. Not to people who thrived off your confusion. This is the time to lock in your peace. To protect your energy like it's sacred gold. Because it is. And the ones who broke you are no longer invited to your healing. Type 2626 to seal your future from old pain. You've grown silently. You've evolved privately. But now the world will see what heaven already knows. Someone who left you crying will soon see you shining. And no, it won't be revenge, it will be radiance. You don't have to fight anymore. Heaven is doing it for you. Type 2727 if you're stepping into your divine glow-up. There was a moment, just one, that you nearly gave up. The weight was unbearable. The silence was brutal. But look at you now. You're still standing. You're still moving forward. And the angels never left. They are guiding your every step into redemption. Type 2828 if you receive the steps of the redeemed. Their name still stings when you hear it. That's normal. But soon, that sting will be replaced by strength. You'll be able to hear their name and feel nothing. Not hate. Not hurt. Not love. Just peace. And that is power beyond explanation. Type 2929 to rise into the unshakable version of you. You were not too sensitive. You were not dramatic. You were spiritual. And you felt what others couldn't see. You knew something was off. You felt the betrayal in your bones. And now, everything hidden will meet the light. Type 3030 to activate the eyes of clarity. This pain they caused you, it woke something in you. Something fierce. Something divine. Something eternal. And they are not ready for who you've become. You were the lesson they never expected to learn. The one they hurt is the one who now holds the truth. And no matter how far they run, they'll never outrun divine timing. Type 3131 if you know you've become the lesson. That heartbreaking moment that's coming? It's not for you, it's for them. They will see clearly now, but it will be too late. They'll scroll through old messages and remember what they threw away. They'll see you in places they thought you'd never reach. And heaven will allow them to remember every detail. That is their divine consequence. Type 3232 to leave the past behind you for good. One night, they'll dream about you. But not in the way they want. They will see your back as you walk away for the final time. No crying. No begging. Just silence. And silence is louder than screaming when heaven writes it. Type 3333 to enter your peace with no return. Archangel Michael says, this message isn't meant to make you bitter. It's meant to make you bold. You are not here to remain broken, you're here to break cycles. The person who left you shattered only released you into purpose. And the tears you cried are now blooming into sacred rewards. Type 3434 if you're stepping into cycle-breaking freedom. People will soon ask you how you healed. They'll wonder how you glowed up after all that pain. And you'll smile, not to hide, but because you now understand. It was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to redirect you to the life you prayed for. And now, it's arriving. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Type 3535 to open your hands to receive it. There's a door unlocking now. Behind it is everything they told you you'd never have. Love. Peace. Wealth. Alignment. Rebirth. You waited long enough. You suffered in silence long enough. Now the season has changed. And your enemies can't come where you're going. Type 3636 to walk through the door fearlessly. You might still remember the pain. But it will no longer control your future. The power they had? It's broken. Every curse is reversed. Every lie is silenced. Every delay is lifted. And your name is rising in divine favor. Type 3737 to walk in freedom from every chain. The moment you're reading this is not random. It's aligned. Timed. Blessed. Heaven sent this confirmation because you needed it. You were about to give up again. But this time, you stay. Because breakthrough is breathing on your doorstep. Open the door. Type 3838 to welcome your breakthrough inside. You've reached the point of no return. Not because you're broken, but because you're done. Done tolerating dishonor. Done accepting half-love. Done shrinking your heart for those who never valued it. Heaven saw the final straw. And now, justice has become motion. Not slow. Not maybe. But guaranteed and unstoppable. Type 3939 to enter the momentum of justice. They thought the consequences would never reach them. They thought you had no one backing you. But what they forgot is who walks beside the chosen. The same one they mocked in private will now rise in public. Not to prove a point, but to fulfill purpose. This is not revenge. This is realignment. Type 4040 if you're ready to be seen for who you truly are. A letter is already written in heaven with your name. It's sealed in gold. Inside are promises that can't be delayed any longer. You waited while others received. You stayed loyal while others lied. Now heaven moves with urgency for you. Your reward is not just near, it's upon you. Type 4141 to claim your reward in full. Someone who once doubted you will soon be inspired by you. They will not understand how you survived, but they will watch. You don't owe them explanations. You don't owe them closure. What you owe yourself now is movement. Forward. Always forward. Type 4242 if you are choosing forward over familiar. The moment they betrayed you, a portal of protection opened. That heartbreak? It redirected your timeline. It pulled you from disaster. It launched you into purpose. It was not rejection. It was acceleration. Type 4343 to accelerate into your new timeline. Your energy will not be wasted again. Not on half-truths. Not on broken promises. Not on people who can't see your worth until you walk away. You've been through enough. Now it's your turn. Heaven says yes. Now walk in it. Type 4444 to lock in divine agreements. Archangel Michael says, you have cried enough. You have carried enough. You have waited long enough. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right on time. And this message is your proof. Type 4545 if you know this message was meant for you. They will wonder how you knew. How you saw through their lies. How you stayed kind when they were cruel. They'll never know it was your spirit that saw. They'll never understand your spiritual sensitivity. But that's not your concern. Your concern now is your calling. Type 4646 to rise into your higher calling. There's someone thinking about you right now. Someone who hurt you, but now sees the truth. But don't be fooled, regret isn't redemption. Let them watch. Let them feel. But keep your boundaries firm. You're not who you used to be. Type 4747 to protect your peace fiercely. They said it behind your back. They laughed when you walked away. They convinced others you were the problem. But the truth always finds its voice. And now, your silence will speak louder than their screams. Your presence will be felt in rooms you've never stepped in. And heaven will be your echo. Type 4848 to let heaven speak for you now. A door will close soon. It may feel like another heartbreak, but it's your protection. Don't try to force it open. Because what's waiting beyond the next door is everything you prayed for and more. Love that doesn't lie. Peace that doesn't vanish. Type 4949 if you're ready for divine replacements. A part of you still misses them. That's okay. You're human. But don't go back to what broke you. Don't run into the arms of those who caused your tears. This season is about preservation, not pain. Type 5050 if you're choosing peace over nostalgia. The ones who shattered your heart are losing sleep. Not because you cursed them, but because heaven blocked their access. They feel it. They sense your energy is gone. And it haunts them. Let it. Type 5151 if you've disconnected from all who drain your soul. You are stepping into a realm where your name is mentioned with honor. Where your presence brings clarity. Where your story heals others. You didn't go through this for nothing. It was your initiation. Your graduation into grace. Your rebirth. Type 5252 to declare this is your rebirth season. When the sun rises tomorrow, let it rise on a version of you they never expected to survive. Let it shine on your face with boldness. You are not the victim anymore. You are the revelation. And your light will now blind every lie spoken over you. Type 5353 if you're ready to walk in sacred confidence. No more looking back. No more asking why they did it. You don't need the answers, they need accountability. You've cried your last cry for people who didn't deserve your soul. Now laugh. Now dance. Now breathe. Because joy is no longer something you chase, it's here. Type 5454 if joy is your new home. They may try to come back. They'll use familiar words. They'll try to access old doors. But those doors are sealed. Not by your ego, but by divine order. Let them knock. Let them learn. Type 5555 if you're done reopening doors that heaven has closed. You are not who they remember. The shattered version of you died in silence. The resurrected version now walks in fire. They can't reach you anymore. Not because you blocked them, but because heaven blocked access to your spirit. They lost you. And they know it. Type 5656 if you're walking away with no explanation. Your name will soon be spoken with respect. Even by those who once whispered it with venom. Because heaven is rewriting the narrative. Those who slandered you will become your storytellers. Those who laughed at your pain will witness your joy. And they'll realize, you were never the problem. You were the prophecy. Type 5757 if you're ready to be recognized for who you are. You'll hear something in the coming days. Maybe a conversation. Maybe a message. It will confirm what your spirit already knew. Don't react. Don't respond. Just observe. Because it's not for your reaction, it's your release. Type 5858 to accept the power of silent confirmation. Archangel Michael says, they tried to break your wings. But all they did was force your flight. And now you soar higher than their imagination ever allowed. What they meant for harm became your holy escape route. You are no longer bound by their words, their energy, or their memory. You are free. Type 5959 if you accept full release from spiritual captivity. There was a time you begged for closure. You replayed the moments. You questioned your worth. But now? Now you've outgrown it all. You've leveled up. Not with revenge, but with radiance. Not with proof, but with peace. And nothing can pull you back down. Type 6060 to remain in your elevation. Something they stole from you is coming back. Not just emotionally, but spiritually and materially. The seeds you sowed in tears will bloom in abundance. You didn't ask for much. Just honesty. Just loyalty. Just respect. And they failed all three. But heaven never fails. Type 6161 to receive double for what was lost. They shattered your heart and walked away like it meant nothing. But heaven didn't forget. That moment is etched in eternity. You won't even have to lift a finger. Because divine reversal will do what your words never could. And your healing will hurt them more than any revenge ever could. Type 6262 if you believe in divine revenge by elevation. That person who chose to break you will soon be the one watching your miracles unfold. They won't be able to look away. Not because they still want you, but because your glow makes them face what they lost. You were the gift they mishandled. And now they have to watch someone else cherish you. Type 6363 if you know they'll regret losing you. There is a specific day approaching. On that day, something unexpected will be revealed. It will bring tears, but not of sadness. Truth will finally step forward. And lies will fall to the ground like broken glass. That day is circled in heaven. And it's coming faster than you know. Type 6464 if you're ready for your day of divine exposure. They thought they were clever. But they were only delaying the inevitable. The truth doesn't die, it waits. It watches. It gathers strength. And then it explodes into revelation. You are about to witness that explosion. Type 6565 if you trust divine timing above all. The heartbreak that once defined you will soon become a story of breakthrough that uplifts others. Your pain will not be wasted. There is someone who needs your story. They are crying where you once cried. And soon, your strength will become their map. This is why you had to survive. Type 6666 if you're ready to turn pain into purpose. You may still feel remnants of them in your dreams. That's not weakness. That's residue. Let the fire of your healing burn even that away. You are not broken anymore. You are a walking resurrection. You are proof that shattered hearts can beat stronger. And your pulse now echoes through realms. Type 6767 to walk boldly as a resurrected soul. The heartbreak they caused awakened you. It snapped you into awareness. And now you see through every mask. The same charm they used on others can't touch you now. You know better. You see clearer. You walk wiser. Type 6868 if your discernment has leveled up. There will be an offer soon. From someone who sees your light. Don't confuse it with a distraction. This one is different. This one sees your scars and calls them sacred. This one loves you in a way that doesn't hurt. You deserve it. Type 6969 to receive the love that doesn't break you. And for the ones still doubting you, let them stay confused. Their misunderstanding is their cage, not yours. You no longer owe explanations. Only elevation. And that elevation is already underway. Type 7070 if you're ready to rise without apology. There's one more shift happening. It's subtle, but it's powerful. Your spirit is detaching from all that wounded you. This detachment is divine. It may feel lonely. But it's birthing your next level. Don't resist it. Type 7171 if you're releasing what no longer serves you. You're being aligned with people who speak your language. Who don't need to be convinced of your worth. Who hold you with reverence. Your soul is no longer available for discount. Only full value. Only full truth. Only full love. Type 7272 if you're ready for aligned connections only. They'll look for you in the spaces they destroyed. They'll miss your presence when all that's left is silence. But they won't be able to reach you, not now, not ever. Because your spirit has outgrown that place. You no longer fit in rooms filled with lies. Your elevation is your escape. And your peace is your prize. Type 7373 if you've made peace your priority. What they whispered in shadows will now be shouted by heaven. Not in anger. Not in hate. But in truth. You were never the villain. You were the target because of your light. But now, your light is blinding every lie they planted. And their darkness can't hide anymore. Type 7474 if truth is now on your side. You were sent as a blessing, and they treated you like a burden. They asked for light, then cursed it when it shined on their shadows. But their rejection redirected your miracle. They closed one door. Heaven opened 7 more. And now, you'll walk into favor they'll never understand. They lost their chance. Type 7575 to walk into every open door heaven has designed. Archangel Michael says. They didn't reject you, they rejected their own blessing. They weren't prepared for your soul. And now, the divine must respond. Every injustice. Every silent tear. Every delayed prayer. Heaven is answering all at once. Type 7676 to receive the flood of divine compensation. There is something coming in the mail. Or maybe it's an email. Or a phone call from an unexpected voice. Whatever form it takes, it's aligned. It's not random. It's connected to your restoration. Be open. Be ready. Type 7777 if you're expecting divine communication. You don't need revenge. Their own choices will haunt them. And your healing will echo louder than any apology. You are not the version they hurt. You are the version that grew in fire. And your scars now shine like armor. You are untouchable. Type 7878 to walk boldly in your healing. Some people loved your brokenness because it made them feel powerful. But your healing exposed their weakness. Now that you've healed, they feel small. Now that you've risen, they feel lost. Let them. Your rise is not their ruin, it's your rebirth. Type 7979 to rise freely, no longer dimming your flame. They shattered your heart. And heaven rebuilt it with gold. You're not just healed, you're holy. Your aura has changed. Your energy is different. Even your silence speaks louder than words now. And heaven walks before you. Type 8080 to walk fully in divine restoration. They'll see your face in dreams. They'll hear your name in rooms that haunt them. And they'll wonder how they let you go. But you won't feel it. Because you'll be too far gone, too far healed. Their presence no longer exists in your atmosphere. Only grace remains. Type 8181 if your spirit no longer recognizes your past. There will come a day where you forget their name. Not because of hate, but because it simply no longer holds weight. Their memory will dissolve like dust in the wind. The pain will fade. The questions will stop. And what's left is peace that roars like a river. That day is closer than you think. Type 8282 if you're ready to forget the pain, not the lesson. Something sacred is unfolding behind the scenes. Your name is being whispered in places of power. Doors are unlocking where you've never even knocked. It's not luck. It's alignment. Because heaven watched what they did. And now, heaven responds with open arms. Type 8383 to receive what was hidden for this moment. Your light is no longer dimmable. Your purpose is no longer delayable. Your name is no longer deniable. You are rising. You are glowing. And no one, not even the ones who broke you, can stop what's coming. This is your becoming. Type 8484 if you believe this is your final transformation. You survived what should have broken you. Now you will receive what was always yours. No more running after love. No more chasing truth. You are the magnet now. You attract everything that matches your growth. And what doesn't, vanishes without explanation. Type 8585 to magnetize your miracles. You're not crazy for still feeling the ache. Healing doesn't erase memory. But it does rewrite meaning. Now when you think of them, it won't hurt. It'll simply remind you of how far you've come. And that is your trophy. Growth is your greatest revenge. Type 8686 if you choose growth over going back. You once begged for closure. Now you close doors yourself. And you do it with grace. You don't slam them. You don't lock them in hate. You simply close. And never return. That's power. That's peace. Type 8787 if you choose graceful endings over chaotic circles. The version of you who cried alone. The one who questioned everything. They're proud of you now. You've done what many couldn't. You healed without the apology. You forgave without the return. You chose light, even when surrounded by shadows. Type 8888 if you honor every version of your journey. You're about to walk into a season that looks nothing like your past. And that's exactly how it should be. Don't bring old habits into new blessings. Be open. Be teachable. Be free. Because what's next was designed with your name on it. Type 8989 to prepare for your next divine chapter. They shattered your heart and laughed like nothing happened. But laughter built on lies always turns into silence. And that silence has begun. Now they sit in rooms they once bragged in, quiet. Because they feel what you felt. They see what they missed. And heaven is making sure they never forget. Type 9090 to seal your story with divine remembrance. They may pretend everything is fine. They may post, smile, or even act unbothered. But their spirit is restless. Because the energy they used to curse you is the same energy bouncing back with full force. The divine law cannot be escaped. They planted poison, and now, they drink it. Type 9191 to stand firmly in spiritual justice. You've reached a point of no return. There is no version of you that needs to go back. The next chapters are built on new soil. This soil has no memories of betrayal. Only new seeds of joy, peace, and truth. And as they grow, so will your strength. Let the old soil turn to dust. Type 9292 if you're rooted in new beginnings. They once had access to you, easy access. But now? Your presence requires spiritual clearance. No more random check-ins. No more "I miss you" messages. They don't get to return just because they realize your worth too late. Your spirit is no longer available for their confusion. Type 9393 if your energy is now sacred. You cried in silence. You prayed through pain. And still, you gave love. You chose softness in a world that tried to harden you. You stayed true to your heart, even while it bled. Now heaven wraps you in honor. Because your integrity did not go unnoticed. Type 9494 to receive heaven's reward for your loyalty. Archangel Michael says, they tried to bury you, but didn't realize they planted you. Now you're rising like prophecy wrapped in purpose. They tried to end your spirit with manipulation. But you were chosen for something too big to break. Now, watch how heaven responds in ways no man can stop. Type 9595 to rise with unstoppable grace. Your name is sacred. Protect it. Do not allow it to linger where it is not honored. From now on, only those who pray for you behind your back deserve your presence. Only those who protect your name in secret deserve your heart in public. And only truth deserves your loyalty. This is your new standard. Type 9696 if you're committed to higher standards. Someone still watches you quietly. Not to return, but to compare. They watch your glow, your growth, your strength. They thought you'd fall apart. But now they see you were the foundation all along. Their greatest regret isn't losing you. It's realizing they never deserved you in the first place. Type 9797 if you're walking away as the foundation, not the follower. You're not healing just for you. You're healing for generations. You're breaking cycles that should have never started. The pain you felt won't pass down. The tears you cried are barriers against generational wounds. You are the chosen one in your lineage. And that comes with divine protection. Type 9898 to seal healing over your bloodline. Soon, someone will ask you, how did you survive that? And your answer will be simple, grace. Because it wasn't your strength that saved you, it was alignment. You were pulled from destruction just in time. You were elevated in silence. And now, you shine without needing a stage. This is your silent miracle. Type 9999 to receive silent miracles that shift everything. They shattered your heart. But heaven rebuilt it like a fortress. Now nothing weak can access you. Love will come again. But it won't be confusing. It will be peace, clarity, safety. And this time, it won't hurt. Type 10,000 if you believe love can be holy, not harmful. You have been asking for a sign. This message is it. And not just that, this is the shift. Your spirit was waiting for permission to let go. Now you have it. You don't owe your past anything anymore. Walk forward. It's time. Type 10101 to say yes to the future. They used your kindness against you. They turned your heart into a battlefield. But you walked away still kind, still whole, still divine. That's strength. That's royalty. That's spiritual power. And that's why your reward will embarrass every insult. Type 10202 if you believe your reward will shock even you. There are blessings with your name on them. But they couldn't be delivered while you were holding hands with betrayal. Now that your hands are free, open them. Let it all fall into place. Let heaven take over. Your only job now is to stay aligned and available. Heaven will do the rest. Type 10303 to receive what was delayed now delivered. Some people are panicking right now. Not because you hurt them, but because you stopped needing them. Your silence is louder than your words ever were. Your detachment is your closure. They no longer feel your energy, and that absence haunts them. Let it. Type 10404 if silence has become your boundary. You thought they were your future. But they were only a mirror, showing you what you should never tolerate again. Thank them for the lesson. Then move on. Because your real future is still forming. And it's bigger than every lie, every betrayal, every delay. It's blessed. And it's already in motion. Type 10505 if your future has no room for what